Utah Tech, it's a big weapon for them. They have 3 or 4 guys shooting over 40%. You have Noah Gonzalez, local Lehigh product, that can really shoot the basketball. You gotta lock him down.
It'll be a tough task for Utah Valley today. Again, coming off of a 13-point loss on the road at Grand Canyon on Thursday. Doug Padawan learning from the master. Utah Tech in their road red uniforms, the navy numbers, and Utah Valley in their all whites with a green trim. Starting lineups for Utah Valley on the floor: Dre Gallen, Tanner Toolson, Caleb Stone-Carwell, Nate Shimunga, and Trevin Dorius. And Dorius will jump against Ola Inca. And Dorius wins the tip for Utah Valley. Game on between the Wolverines and the Trailblazers.
And I think Dorius's play tonight is going to be huge for Utah Valley. I think the Wolverines may go as Dorius goes.
Starting 5. And Stone-Carwell misses. And the Trailblazers come away with it. Noah Gonzalez, Unisa Toure, Jalen Searless, Ahmed Olayinka, and Christensen. Tanner Christensen round off the starting 5 for the Trailblazers here today. And there is a fadeaway from Christensen who misses. Nice save. Deflected off of Stone-Carwell by the Trailblazers, so that will stay Utah Tech basketball.
Yeah, nice little 1-footer in the lane there. It's not Noah Gonzalez, kind of known more as a 3-point shooter, but puts it on the ground, gets into the paint. Nice little 1-footer in the lane right there. Just couldn't get it to go. Great hustle by both teams, and I think you'll see a lot of energy expended here early in the game. So which team can withstand that and not get too fatigued here in these early minutes in this rivalry game?
Yeah, which team can hold that pace?
Absolutely.
Christensen on the outside. Gonzalez. Toure on the outside. Rips off. Classy rebound there. And the classy finish. Toolson to Allen.
Yeah, great job by Toolson battling for the rebound and then getting it ahead to his teammate. Great job running the lane and getting himself available by Drake Allen.
Toure loses the handle. Big man Dorius there with the rebound. Here comes Stone-Carwell and Utah Valley. Dorius stumbles upon it. Toolson with the 3. Classy!
Oh! We call it Classy from deep. Great shot there by Toolson. Ready for the kick out. Got himself in a good position. Was ready when the ball came out from the big man and knocked it down.
Good screen by Utah Tech, and Gonzalez finishes pure.
Yeah, and Gonzalez, I've been watching him since he was a little boy, and just a lot to his game, and he's really shown much more this year than he has in past years.
Dorius gets a shot blocked from behind. Shimunga getting tied up with Olayinka, and jump ball in favor of Utah Tech.
And neither guy wanted to let go of it, but eventually they did. Great hustle by both players.
There's another look down low, the block, and Chewy comes away with it, and Olayinka puts his paws on it. Unisa Toure gives way to Gonzalez. Christensen on the outside. Toure, a line drive, 3 of 10, brings off.
That's the second line drive that Toure's put up.
Drake Allen gets a poke from behind. Here comes Toure. He's got a man with the dish and an open layup.
Great job by Searles. Made the catch, faked the big man, passed him, and then took his time and laid it in. Sometimes trying to challenge the big man, just use that head fake and then use the glass and knock it in.
Five-4, Utah Valley with a 1-point lead, and they get a foul. That one's going to go against Ahmed Olainka.
Now, Olainka just put his hands on the dribbler, and a lot of times the officials are going to call that, especially early in basketball games when officials are trying to set that tone. Keep your hands off it.
Toolson, this is
Kind of faded to his left, could have gone straight to the basket.
Drake Allen comes away with the steal from behind. Drake Allen going to take it coast to coast. Whistle's called, waiting for the official call. And they're going to call this
See
one.
right here, Drake Allen attacks the basket. Pretty good job of going straight up by Olainka, but gets the foul anyway, and maybe he had not quite gotten to the spot before he went straight up, because as Coach Judkins for Utah Tech is arguing with the official, he's saying, hey, he's allowed to go straight up.
Yeah, I think the referee was explaining that Olainka wasn't set yet.
Yeah, and he kind of maybe jumped a little bit in the direction of the dribbler, and when you do that, then you're not in position to get that call. Drake Allen uncharacteristically struggles a little bit at the line. You see him miss two there.
Pesky hands for the pesky defensive side so far at Utah Valley.
But one thing Utah Valley will do is they will guard you. This is a very scrappy team. They have no quit in there.
Turre on the outside. Gives down low to Christensen. Big versus big. Back out to Turre on the outside. Christensen can let this one fly. Comes off short. Drake Allen with the rebound for Utah Valley.
And Christensen, a guy that can shoot it a little bit from out there.
Drake Allen with the drive. Gets stuck. Kicks it back out to Stone Carrawell. Rips off. Big man rebound down low by Tanner Christensen.
Yeah, he's a big man. Absolutely.
That'll be Utah Valley basketball when we return.
And that's one guy Utah Valley cannot lose sight of. Noah Gonzalez.
Jay McClanahan, who checks into the game, sings that ball for the Wolverines.
Things a little frantic right now,
Yeah.
Brandon, in this game, and for both sides.
Yes.
Both sides a little frantic. It looks like a rivalry game where both teams a lot of energy, a lot of nerves, a lot of things going into it. Big crowd on hand here at the UCCU Center tonight, and they're still filing in. So, you know, afternoon start, a lot of folks still filing in.
McClanahan kicks it out to Connor Toolson for a three. With three on the clock.
Well, I really like that. When Tanner Toolson shoots the basketball freely, when he doesn't think about it, when he just catches and shoots, he's pretty effective.
Good strong take, couldn't finish at the rim. Rebounded by Utah Valley. McClanahan to Toolson with a strong drive. There's a lob. McClanahan down low to Chimanga. Chimanga flexing the muscles, gets it up and in.
Great job by Big Chewy. Went to the head fake, got the defender off his feet, and then waited for it to come down, laid it in. Nice job, Big Chewy.
And just like that, Utah Valley extends their lead 10-4. Utah Tech in a scoring drought in the last 3.5 minutes. And that will continue after that missed three from Stearman.
Well, Toolson so far doing a great job helping out on the rebounds. You've got to have your guards come to the glass, especially on the defensive end.
Toolson launches another one. Comes up short. Chewy with the big rebound. Oh, beautiful backdoor. And the classy finish from Toolson again.
That's all class right there. Great job, great cut, and an absolutely wonderful find by Big Chewy.
So 30-second timeout called by Coach Judkins on the floor. And look at this effort from Chewy. Gets that with the patience, finds his man cutting, down low, all alone.
Well, and that's one of the things that you can do when you offensive rebound. both teams will be out of sorts a little bit. Now you see your guy collect that. If you're Tatum Toolson, what you do is you back cut straight to that basket. That's exactly what he did. And Chumanga said, "Oh, there's my guy," and a great pass. Kind of a no look. Eyes in the back of his head. Great job. But a transfer from Troy.
Utah Valley on a 7-0 run over the last 70 seconds.
And Utah Valley at times can look incredibly efficient when on the offensive end. They love to share the basketball. It's just at times they will tend to get bogged down a little bit. But right now, looking efficient here for this last couple of minutes.
And Leonard can get called for the kick. Adding to a little frustration for the Crimson side. Trailing 12-4. They have not put the ball in the hoop in the last 4 minutes.
And Utah Valley doing a great job of holding them to one field goal attempt on this end right now. No offensive rebounds being allowed.
Good closeout by Dorius down low. Gonzalez finds a crease, drives. Nobody there to help out.
Yeah, Gonzalez, somebody's got to slide over there and help him. There's going to be a charge called on Potter right there. That's a tough one.
Let's take another look at it.
I guess if you're really looking at it, it's a great job by Stearman. He got into position, got knocked over. Potter really just trying to corral that basketball and knocked him over. Good call by the official.
Good press defense, Gonzalez. This is on the outside. Big board down low for Christensen.
Yeah, that's what I just talked about. No offensive rebounds, but now, this second possession, cannot give that up to good teams.
And the baseline trap forces Demings to step on the line and turn the ball over. The scoring drought for Utah Tech continues now. 5 minutes without an offensive bucket.
And Utah Valley really needs to take advantage of this right now while the struggles are going on for Utah Tech.
12-4, Utah Valley with the lead. Stone Caraway comes off the drive. Ooh!
Great block. Wow! Way to get up, big man.
Christensen with great timing. And down low, a whistle is going to be called. And there's another look at that block that'll send us to our media timeout. Utah Valley on top 12-4 with 12 left to play in the first half.
Someone in this room stole my autographed basketball, signed by the 1948 All-Star team. So I've called in a specialist, an e-specialist.
And the Old Hammer rivalry here today on ESPN Plus. Thank you for joining us for some action. Some early matinee for you.
Oh, right now, the officiating crew taking a little look at an elbow that was thrown during the last play of the game, or of this.
Right before the timeout.
Yeah, right before the timeout. Thanks. I was lost, but yeah, because I did not see an elbow. I don't know if you did.
I did. Trevin Dorius, he got hit and he covered his mouth, and so
the foul was on Dorius.
The referee down low initially, yes, they're both number 32, so that's what they're trying to figure out.
So they're taking a look at it, and isn't that fun? We get a nice pause in the action. Now, I do like that that they try to keep the safety of the players paramount. But again, as an old guy, if you didn't lose a tooth, there's no foul, and so. But again, we progress as a society and we say, hey, that's inappropriate, and let's not get guys hurt for no reason, and let's teach guys to play without that kind of thing. So that's what we're doing here. So taking a look at it really quick, I don't think there was anything malicious. I didn't see anything malicious. It was just part of the play.
Well, it's just two big guys going at each other.
Absolutely, and they are great big men, 6'10" and 7 foot, and there's going to be a lot of body parts flying around. So as we look at it, Utah Valley leading 12-4. Utah Valley's done a nice job so far. Toulson has hit a couple nice shots, but right now we've got a graphic from the women's game, but the Lopes are not here. But for Utah Tech, they want to get to the line as much as they can. Slow this game down, get to the line, score points with the clock off. For Utah Valley, avoid hero ball. That means no guys, jacking up shots outside of the offense, shots that they don't necessarily, forcing things. So you really don't force things, play as a team. So Utah Valley, in order to win, they really do need to play as a team. They've got some guys that maybe need to get some more shots than other guys. But for the most part, Utah Valley looking to get the basketball in the hands of the right guys to get the shots up. Stone Cold Carrawell being one of them, and look at that eraser right there from the big man from Spokane.
So the referees have stepped away from the monitor. They are now talking it over with each other.
And I think they're going to say it's nothing, and well, that took a long time to figure that out. They had a timeout and then another timeout.
So they are just going to stick with the foul on Trevin Dorius.
You do like the safety. That's the number one key. So you don't want any of these dudes getting hurt.
But right out of the gate, the big man launches a three and shows what he can do. Christensen snaps a 5-minute drought for Utah Tech.
Yeah, well, he will shoot it out there. It's not something he does a ton of, but he's 1 for 2 now on this game.
A great bounce pass, and an even better finish from Stone Carrawell. Thank you, Jaden McClanahan.
Yeah, Jaden does a great job of finding shooters. That's one thing he can do. He gets himself into the paint and causes problems.
And look at that move from the big man. Are you kidding?
Was that Dirk Nowitzki?
That's
Did
what
Dirk
I saw.
show up?
Tanner Christensen looking like Dirk Nowitzki or Tim Duncan, one of those two. And Jaden McClanahan finishes with a three in transition.
Well, for two teams that struggled scoring early, they're saying anything you can do, I can do better. 18-9 now. Wolverines lead it.
Gonzalez trying to feed the hot hand right now. Trevin Dorius goes down. Oh, excuse me, I beg your pardon. That's Osiris Grady goes down.
Well, I think that's a good call right there. You see it right here. Osiris just manned up, takes that shoulder. Maybe a little bit of, theatrics, but, it takes theatrics to get a call. If you just take that bump in the chest, take the bump in the chest, take the bump in the chest, then he's just going to back you down man style. And if you take that first initial bump and go down, the referees usually got to call something.
McClanahan wants another three. Comes up short. Dorius misses the rebound. And a foul's going to be called on Christensen.
That must have been some action down low, or maybe he had his hands on the back or something, but I didn't really see that myself. It looked like a pretty clean rebound, but Dorius did mistime his jump a little bit, and maybe that's because he got a little assistance. Let's look at it here.
Low. A little push in the back.
Yeah.
And McClanahan can't get the ball in time.
Great job right there defensively for Utah Tech. Getting that 5-second call right there. Great job of covering defensively.
18-9, Utah Valley still with the lead. A little over 10 minutes left here to play in the first half. And solves a scoring drought issue for Utah Tech. Adds on 3 more. 6-point lead now for the Wolverines. McClanahan finds space, kicks it out. McClanahan on the floor, drives, stops, spins. Leonard now on the outside. Osiris drives.
It's got to be a block. Yep. Hutchings did a nice job of getting himself into a decent position. He started falling backwards before there was any contact. You'll see it right here. He starts to fall backwards. I don't know if you could really see that there, folks, but he started to fall before there was contact, and then he becomes an obstacle for Osiris to have to jump around, and so there is the foul.
Osiris Grady at the free throw line for the first time this afternoon, and he makes his first basket. Hunter will step off along with Jason Flanahan. Tanner Toolson will step back on along with Trey Callen.
Now, Tennessee Rainwater. What a wonderful name. I mean, that is beautiful. Just rolls right off the tongue.
Osiris Grady finishes both. And Kamani Dowdy enters the game for the first time for Utah Valley. Looks like Ben Simmons. With those shoes, Ben Wallace with the throw.
There we go. We got both.
Gonzalez gets it back out. Turi showing off the handles and the quickness. Woo! Turi.
Yeah, very quick. Got to the basket before the big man could really get there to stop him. That's what you got to do. Beat him to the basket. Great job, Turi.
To 14, Utah Valley still with the 6-point lead. Downey thought about it, puts it on the floor. And Dorius. And offensive fouls will be called against Kamani Downey when he let go of the basketball.
We call that a pass and crash, but when you pass and crash, I mean, that's pretty deep under the basket. Well, that's a pretty good job, actually. I thought he was a lot deeper than that, but a good job by Stearman. He's been solid for him since he came into basketball game. Transfer from Benedictine.
Turi stuck. Stearman down low. Going up against the trees. Gets his shot blocked. And there for the three-pointer. On the outside to miss. Rainwater. Drake Allen. Oh, the finger roll!
Great pass and great catch right there. Great pass from Stone Cold Carrawell. Outstanding catch and then laying it in with the left. Drake Allen.
22-14. Drake Allen comes away with another steal. Allen with the Euro step, draws the contact. Dorius can't put it back up.
That's going to be a hustle foul right there on Dorius. When you're 7 feet tall and a guy gets a little bit underneath you, it's kind of hard to stop your momentum, and he just kind of runs into Stearman and falls over him. There you go, right there. Down goes the momentum.
Olaika re-enters the game for Utah Tech. 22-14. Again, Utah Valley still on top.
Well, the good news is that's just is that the second or first on Dorius?
Second.
Second. That's not good news.
Olaika looking lost on the outside, gets way to Gonzalez. Nice step back, comes up short. Chimanga there with the rebound, and Searless.
Well defended on the jumper right there, Brandon. Great job defending that outside jumper.
Stone Carrawell drives, kicks Dowdy on the floor. Dowdy triple teamed right now. And a jump ball that'll stay in Utah Valley possession, and we will take the under 8 media timeout. 7:34 left in the first half. 22-14. Utah Valley on top of their in-state rival.
Basketball in there with that 10-12 foot range.
An interesting note that so far Utah Valley's bench is outscoring Utah Tech's 5-0. As Gonzalez gets his hand on that and puts that one out of play.
Had great idea there between Stone Cold Carrawell and the classy Toolson. But just a good defensive play. Sniffing it out was the Lehigh product, Noah Gonzalez. Played for my friend Sean Yeager at Lehigh High School. And then also Quincy Lewis, another friend of mine. The legend Quincy Lewis.
we see Olayinka is covering his face. And it looks like he got a Chumanga elbow inadvertently.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to... There's a foul on Paul, but we're going to go take a look at the elbow. And I think we're going to have the same result that we had on the other play where Dorius was called for the foul, and they were looking for an elbow by Christensen, and it just wasn't there. I mean, and I think in this case it's not there as well. This is just part of the move. It brings the basketball down, catches him in the face, and that's unfortunate. But no intent, no how do they say it?
Malicious?
Yeah, no malicious intent, nothing. Nothing. It was a basketball play, not a non-basketball. Hey, I'm going to fling this elbow and hit a dude. So Utah Valley Todd Okerson coaching them up right now while Coach Phillips discusses some strategy with the rest of the staff. And I'll tell you, Todd Okerson, a guy, I don't know if anybody else, look that dude up, man. He can play.
Yeah. There's another angle.
Yeah, and he's bringing the basketball down and catches him with the bow, and again, it's unfortunate, but you've got to be able to have freedom of movement. You've got to be able to move. You've got to be able to move the basketball in your hands, and if the defender gets up too far in you, it's going to get caught by one of those.
Well, as it stands right now, 24-14, Utah Valley with the lead, and the foul call on the floor was against Utah Tech's Trey Hall.
And they got Hall after the fact, so it was actually who got caught by the elbow? Oh,
Olayinka got caught by the elbow.
Olayinka got caught by it. And so I think we're going to, what are we going to do here? Let's see. Yeah. No upgrade, he says. Yep. The official's doing a great job. I mean, I know it takes time, and none of us really want to sit here through the time, because if you're at home, you don't want to listen to us two talk, but you want to see some game action. But in this case, again, let's protect the kids. I mean, let's remember that they're, 18 to 24-year-old young men, and we don't want them dealing with injuries for the rest of their lives because they played college basketball.
Yeah. So the inadvertent elbow,
even though they probably will, like I do.
goes without a foul. Chumanga misses the first and misses the second free throw.
And Chumanga struggles at the line, and his struggles continue.
Surrey with a beautiful finish at the rack.
Yeah, his foot speed with the dribble and his quickness right to left is very, very impressive.
24-16, Utah Valley with the lead. Drake Allen with the reverse, misses. And coming away with the rebound is Utah Tech. Gonzalez. Bodies on the floor. And a flop warning can be called against Kamani Dowdy.
Well, that's a tough one right there. I think it was the right call here to not call it, but there was a lot of contact right there to call that a flop. So while I'm not a big, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't really feel like it was a flop. There was a lot of contact there. So if you're not going to call it, then you need to play through it.
So Gonzalez misses the first attempt.
What did Rasheed Wallace used to say?
Oh, he said a lot of things.
He used to say, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Yeah, ball don't lie. But no, I that was joking around, folks. Gonzalez, a very uncharacteristic miss at the free throw line. The kid fills it up.
24-18. Utah Valley still with the lead. Stone Carwell on the attack. Stops, drops the dime, and another classy finish for Tilson.
And he's going to go to the line as well. I'll tell you, this Utah Valley team is doing a great job of finding one another. Even on the previous visit, you see right here, Carrawell gets into a position where he probably could have taken that, 2-foot jump stop, raise for the jumper, but he sees his teammate cutting behind his defender, makes a nice pass. And now Utah Valley with an opportunity for and one. And that's a veteran play by a veteran player in Stone Cold Carrawell. Now Utah Valley's struggles at the line continue. That's 5 misses so far from the line. And you don't never want to let a team like Utah Tech hang around when you're missing the free ones.
Utah Valley so far tonight, 2 of 7 from the free throw line, 28%. And you see that those fast twitch muscles again by Turi, and Drake Allen swatting that ball out of play.
Yeah, he's quick in every way. He's Toure.
Drake Allen.
I just missed that bunny.
And preempted the announcer. The announcer was already in the middle of his call announcing the layup before the shot was even let go.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Carrawell with the rebound. Foul's going to be called against Jalen Sears.
Yeah, that's a cheapie right there. Let him play on, Mr. Official. Let him play on. There's a little bit there, but, again, the basketball's not lost out of bounds. Let him go back. But again, my basketball philosophy is if it doesn't impede the game, you don't need to blow the whistle.
Stone Carrawell, so far in the afternoon, 5 points. Make that 6. And 13 minutes of play. He's also adding 2 rebounds and 2 assists as well.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say, Brandon, is he's had an overall excellent floor game so far here in the first half of this 15 minutes of play.
He comes up short on the second. Hall there with a good rebound for Utah Tech, who trailed 27-18 with 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
Oh, Utah Valley's done a nice job of getting to the line. They just have been unable to take advantage of it. And you hope for Utah Valley's sake that doesn't come back to bite them as this game goes on.
This opportunity by Caleb Stearman.
That's smart play right there by the little point guard.
A timeout is called on the floor by Utah Tech. Trey Hall flying all over the place.
Well, the fans unhappy about that. But right there, you see Hall never really possessed the basketball while he slid. He actually possessed it after he slid. So an excellent call, or non-call, by the official.
A lot of people automatically assume that just because somebody's on the floor, that they're traveling.
Yeah.
And Utah Valley, at the end of the first quarter, on the women's side, on top of Utah Tech by 3, down south in St. George.
Well, that'd be big for the Utah Valley women. They've been actually playing quite well. Really took Grand Canyon down to the wire. And Grand Canyon being 7-0, leading the Western Athletic Conference on the women's side as well. And Utah Valley really took them down on Thursday, took them down to the wire. And speaking with Molly Miller, the head coach of Grand Canyon, she said that's one of the best games anybody's given us all year, and that's a 15-3 team in Grand Canyon. So Utah Valley, Dan Nielsen's team, really starting to play well.
Teray lost the handle. Drake Allen out to Stone Carrawell. Liftoff!
The Stone Cold Stunner.
The Stone Cold Stunner puts Utah Valley on top, 29-18, with 4 minutes and some change. Gonzalez can't connect at the rack.
And a great job right there by Drake Allen, going up, and as I call it, walling up. You're allowed to go straight up and down, even if you jump. That area is yours. Oh, you won't see it right here because that's the Stone Cold Stunner. But on that last play, such a great job by Drake Allen at just 6'4", going up challenging in the paint.
Ethan Potter re-enters the game for Utah Valley. And Drake Allen finding his way around the perimeter. Stone Carwell step back. Toulson's going to drive, get the contact. And Utah Valley in the bonus, so he will shoot. And the foul is going to be called against probably one of the coolest names in all of sports, Tennessee Rainwater.
Oh, yeah. Tennessee Rainwater wins at least 7 out of 10 cool name contests.
And we'll take a break. Under 4 media timeout. Utah Valley on top by 11. And he will get the block call against him.
You see Rainwater go to the basket right there. Good call by the official. Toulson did not beat him to the spot. Certainly made a great effort to do so.
Good inbounds pass. Utah Tech. Drake Allen again picking pockets. Allen with the lob. And Tanner Toulson gets caught in midair.
Well, right there, Drake Allen kind of lost the dribble a little bit on the run, and he had to make that pass before he was ready to make the pass. And so, luckily for Utah Valley, it turned out with Utah Valley's basketball still. A little zone from
Allen for 3. Air ball.
little zone from the Tech throws Utah Valley off. A good job there by Coach Judkins, shaking it up a little bit.
Olenka now going to go against Potter. And Potter, lucky that Olenka missed. And Jade McClanahan called for a travel.
Yeah, good job right there by Demings. He got just enough into the path and the eyesight of McClanahan. And when you turn and you see that, you give that little extra,
Little jitter.
yeah, that little jitter, and official was right there to make the call.
Demings. Olenka going against Potter. Nice spin move.
And there's a walk.
And
So one walk begets another walk.
exactly.
Or begets. Is it begets or begats? I don't know.
He gets.
Yeah.
So 2 back-to-back travel calls, which is more than I saw called last night in the NBA.
Well, why they don't call it the NBA, man? What are you talking about?
Drake Allen gets
You must
fouled.
watch the Lakers-Nets game.
I did.
That was painful.
It was.
I turned it off halfway through the fourth.
So it was a very fast, frenetic start. It had some good pace to it this first half, and then the last 5-6 minutes have just been
Yeah, it's
very
bogged down.
bogged
And a lot of turnovers, back and forth. It's kind of like Drake Allen just continues to struggle from the line, and I would dare say that this is all mental
yes.
for a kid like this. An outstanding player, a very good shooter, more of a rim attacker, great passer, good shooter, and to see him struggle a line like this is, there you go. Oh, still, that's all mental. 0 for 4 now in this game. I think his dad, Rock, needs to show up and shake him a little bit. That usually works.
31-18. And Leonard comes away with the turnover for Utah Valley. Jade McClanahan with it. Leonard.
Move it.
Allen. Good ball movement on the outside. Stone Carwell misses. Olenka with the rebound for the Tech. Demings. Nice handles. Keeps it in his own possession. Demings pulls back. Looks for help. Gonzalez. Triple team. Olenka on the floor with the spin. Kick out for 3. And Utah Tech rattles that one home from Jalen Searles.
Yeah, great shot by Jalen Sears. Challenged out there by Utah Valley and walking into one. I love it. You walk into one. It's a great shot right there.
Beautiful transition three-pointer.
Well,
Keeps Utah Valley
the
on
tough
top.
part if you're Utah Tech is that's on a made basket. So somebody's got to pick him up earlier. Nobody picked him up, and he just walked right into that 3. Great find by Drake Allen.
Turles wanted another one, missed.
And a great tip out by Allen right there.
Flanagan's going to pull it back with about 90 seconds left on the game clock. Allen wide open in the key.
Well, that's a beautiful pass from Linhart. Just a beautiful, beautiful play right there. That is what he does. He just makes everyone around him better. He does the little things that other guys don't want to do. He hustles. He's smart. He's out on the run now.
Bad pass from Stone Carrawell. So one turnover leading to another.
And Stone Cold saying, "Run, man! You got to get out there and run." And that's a senior talking to a freshman. Because the freshman should say, "Dude, pass it within the bounds, and I got you, man."
There's also a quarterback talking to a receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, same thing.
Final minute of the first half. Demings, Oleinka, and he finishes.
Well, that's when you just know, or you actually hope, you have faith that your guy can go up and get it above the opponent, and that's exactly what happened right there. Oleinka jumps up over Potter, able to grab it and lay it in.
And Todd Phillips is going to call a timeout to try and get a quality possession here to close out this first half for his team.
Well, absolutely. Right now, with you look at these standings in the WAC RPI standings, those are tough to look at because the RPI, don't ask anybody to explain it, but really what it is it's you're awarded points on who you beat and where you beat them. And so if you beat somebody, let's say in the top 25, and you beat them on the road, then you're going to get a bunch of points. If you lose, you're going to lose points. You're not going to lose. You're only going to lose a few points. If you lose to someone that you should beat at home, that's really going to kill you. So you kind of get that. If you understand what basically, the worse the loss, the more points you lose, the better the win, the more you gain. And so Utah Valley sitting in the 8th spot, even though they have defeated Seattle U so far, they're 1-0 against Seattle, but they would still hold that 8th spot for the tournament.
WAC Vegas just a couple months away. A lot of basketball to be played between now and then.
But this is a big game for both of these teams as far as seeding and getting into the tournament.
McClanahan for 3.
Well, I love that right there. That's called the triangle offense. Get it out, goes inside, comes back outside, and then it moves to the extra pass leads to the open man in the corner.
That's exactly why Costco called that timeout to try and run that specific play.
And he got it.
Demings trying to find through some defense here, and a whistle is going to be called in.
So not a bad foul. Not a bad foul. I mean, so now Utah Valley defends with 3.7. Do not give up a layup.
Gonzalez at the buzzer.
And that's a shot you'll